The Matrix Awakens experience is out now on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I'm here playing it on the Xbox Series X, and it's an awesome demonstration of what the Unreal Engine 5 can do. Now, there are some secret little kind of hidden features in it that I think a lot of people haven't noticed, at least in all of the coverage that I've seen of it. So, around the map, you'll find these plaques, and it actually talks about it in the first one that you see, where it says, icons on a map lead you to plaques like this one. On these plaques you can find facts about the city and the technology used to create it. You can actually find a little bit more than that. So if I just go into fly mode, if you tap RB you will go much faster, so you can go, I think you can have like 3 levels of speed and then get above the city. Then if you press start you'll get this map up. And the green arrow shows you where you are, and then the orange and yellow marks show you where the plaques are. Now we'll start with the yellow markers because they all do the same thing, so let's head over to that central one now. So you can see the plaque from quite a way away. They have these kind of green glows around them and the Matrix code coming off them. So once you get to the right location on the map, just head on over to it. And like I said, these yellow ones do something a little bit different. So this one says, this demo also showcases an experimental night lighting mode using only emissive light via lumen global illumination and reflections. So tap A on this, you have to be in the walking mode to do this. And it will turn the entire map into the nighttime mode. And this is really spectacular. Apparently there's no kind of sneaky hidden lighting going on with this at all. When you're playing in the daytime mode, nearly all of the light is coming from the sun. When you're playing at nighttime mode, all of the buildings have kind of different windows lit up. They're providing the light along with the lamps and the car lights. This plaque is really interesting. This is right over on the western side of the map. And it says, this city contains over 7 million instanced assets and more than a few llamas. Now, I haven't found any llamas yet, but if you do find one, please let me know in the comments where I can find one, because I'd love to. I don't know if this is just a joke that they're saying, or if there are actually llamas hidden around the city. Now, this one is absolutely awesome. This is in kind of the southwest side of the map, and you can see here it says, welcome to the jump park, have fun. And there's a bunch of the sports cars here. So the fastest cars that are in this, I like how number plate says Unreal on it, I just noticed that. And then there's a bunch of these different ramps. Now they're surprisingly hard to drive on, and the physics is not that bad, to be honest. So you can drive up here, and then there's a few different ramps where you can find places to go and just mess around with it, see what you can do. A lot of the time I found that I just end up rolling the car horribly, but if you can jump between a couple of the areas, you can jump over this ramp. If you're really precise, there's actually more little areas to this jump park that you can't normally access from the streets. You can hop over there and onto here, and then this is another area. It reminds me of like the car park in Driver or something where you had to do that test. And then you can drive around here, mess around with the jumps, and like I said, there's no actual way to get a car in here other than using that ramp or some very inventive crashing. And over here on the southeast corner, I've actually finally found one of these llamas. So there's a plaque here that says, where did my friend go? And then there's a llama pointing in that direction. I'm kind of wondering if maybe the llamas are over here. Again, please do let me know in the comments if you found any more of these kind of secrets. I'd be really interested to hear if there's more of them. This one's really interesting. So it says the top speed of the sports car is 144 miles per hour. Or is it? Now, we've got a sports car just here and an on-ramp onto the highway, so maybe we should try that. Now, obviously, if you're doing this with loads of cars, like I did earlier, you're going to crash horribly. But you can do something quite clever. So if you go over into the sort of world settings, what you can do is reduce the traffic to 0%. And you can even reduce the parked cars by 0%, because this whole thing's just a simulation. So then once you've done that, you can drive around and you can get completely empty roads for you to drive around. So let's see how fast we can get this thing up to. 43. Four. I've got to turn. I'm gonna crash if I'm not careful. Yeah, I'm grinding down the sides. Well, I managed to get up to about 144, so I can't see a way to get any higher. If someone does find a way to get it past 144, or 145 is what it said it was, please let me know. And then finally, I found one more plaque that has a llama on it. This one is up in the northeast of it, where it says, "These are small buildings, can you find tallest?" I'm sure there's going to be plenty more of these llamas dotted around. So, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, turn your notifications on. Let me know in the comments if you found anything else really cool, if you found a lot more of these llamas. I've been having an absolute blast with this game. It's so much fun just sort of looking around and experimenting with things. And if you didn't know about it as well, there's loads more settings on here, so you can mess with the sun rotation, so you can see that changes obviously where the sun is in the sky and where all the shadows are. If you want to mess around with the density of things, you can do. You can turn the matrix filter off if you want more of kind of a natural look. And you can even have a look at different things that go into making up the game. So the different primitives, instances, clusters, and triangles. So you can sort of see where the complexity is in the objects that you're looking at, which I thought was really interesting. And then obviously there's also camera settings as well if you want to mess with it. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.